so they lag, and it looks as though Gorst is going to win it by some distance.
Looking to get the one down in the right side pocket. Okay, just short. Does the two slurp in? Been worse for his opponent. Just going to shave this and come 2 rails out towards the middle. It needs to run. I think it's fine. Well, you touched on it, Phil. I mean, it is, we are in probably one of the most humid and have it springy and unpredictable. Crowd, Phil.
Well, it's absolutely fantastic. He's no exception.
Yeah, Gorst, more of a follow player, likes to go to the center. That draw shot will tend to not carry as much as a follow ball.
But he's also the finest bad table player there's ever been. He just embraces conditions, whatever they might be, gets on with it, and that inbuilt adaptability. Nice start from Fedor Gorst. First blood is
to 9, ties it up at 13, breaks dry, doesn't get back to the table. The fans got their money's worth. We got for second place, Phil. That's not too bad.
It most certainly isn't. Now this time the 2 isn't in a pocket, neither is the 1.
A good tactician on the break. Once he gets comfortable with it, that's big trouble. Used all the pocket there. Diaz. First real look at him, but quick players, fast-paced, fearless-looking player here. You know, almost resembles Muhammad Sufi in a lot of ways. Yeah, just a little uneasy, probably. I think the heart rate's way up there right now. Gonna go behind the 6 with the hand. Watch how still he stays here, and watch the cue finish through the cue ball. Well, though, to get all the way out, so he's got to get through this a little bit more than you'd think. Oh, he's done really good.
Seven onto the 9. Gorst onto a 2-0 lead. That was beautifully played. All about commitment. He picked his spot and nailed it. He's behind with a possible 7 to play. I've made myself quite happy with that. I've made Scott smile.
At times I feel like I'm melting out there. I'll just stay inside here with you, Phil, and laugh. Now there's the adjustment. We'll watch the cue ball. I think it flicked off the bottom of the 9. It held up just in time.
But now with all of these tables in this arena, I think we've come to realise what a great venue it is for an open event. And what a great shot that was, by the way.
Yeah, man, what a heck of a hit there out of the corner. No body movement. He gets so much out of the cue ball. Right there, there's a great look. Pay attention to how often he follows through, even when he's just rolling the ball. Cue ball with less power than a lot of the players. Yeah, 4 to 6 inches every time is the follow through for Gorst.
For improvement. Already a double World 9-ball champion.
Yeah, and I don't know where that improvement would lie. He's so heavy behind the ears, or between the ears, as Jeremy Jones would say. So smart, so tactical. I guess it would be his shot making that could improve just a little.
Can't improve on this scoreline. 3 racks played, 3 have gone to Fedor Gorst. Now I've got a question for you, Scott.
All right, he'd like to get the 1 down again. You expect him to. And now he's picked up the pace on the break shot, right? You can see the 1 tracking. So
Valleas, 9-1.
Well, this guy just takes no time at all. I don't know how much tournament experience he has, Phil, but very few people can get away with that on this stage. Because yeah, it looks like he might. So kind of a two-way play here. All the focus really going into the 9 as well, though. Use the 6 as a backdoor safety. Not happy with it, Phil. He overcut it a little bit. I guess the reason, you know, you got to think about it, he's not happy with it because he had ball in hand. You know he could have got out in that position, so an opportunity lost for Gorst. Yeah, he caught it fat, Phil. Went
You heard the Fedor Gorst cut.
Yeah, our standard is so high now for Federer. A couple of blunders here in game number 4. Diaz, yeah, a little bit cold for the 3 to lay up.
Michael Schneider, 9-5. Great result for him, the Indonesian. Relentless.
Raised the bar in that field big time. Using the new cloth there, allowing the pink to slip by the 5.
As we've already talked about, so many impressive things about Gorst. One of which...
You touched on it, just 25 years old, but for 25, he is extremely mature on and off the table. Yeah.
From thin to formality. In goes the 9, Fedor Gorst increases his lead to 4-0.
He can take, obviously, if you're going through pain, or, you know, there's exceptions to the rule. Marcel talked to him, the head referee. A little concerned about that, to be honest with you.
Without being indelicate, one of the great snooker stories, they played in India, and he made a 69 break that lasted about half an hour. He just kept going in and out, kept coming back, potting a few balls, out again.
Elevating. Yeah, tough to get past that ball. He wanted to catch the top side of it. On table past the spot, and use the 6 and 4. Yeah, just caught it too thin. So the first real look.
Well, as the world's biggest hypochondriac, Scott, I think I'm qualified to say this. There's nothing worse when you don't feel right. Unpaid.
All right, good signs there, straight into the back of the pocket. 65,000 followers. It's about 54,000 followers more than me.
ability.
Yeah, he's almost got a little FS natural player.
Quickly winning the rack. One up. I think he's just having a chat with someone about whether he can.
The finals last year, Phil, Gorst took that opportunity away from SVB.
Yeah, Gorst won Masters as well. What a hat trick that was. Break didn't really work out there.
No, one went past the side, so maybe a bit full, which carried the wing ball through to the corner. Body movement there. Big body movement. The WNT lost the cue ball.
Yeah, that'll have a rest before his next match.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
When I rub my stomach, Scott, it's normally because I've been a glutton, and ooh, it was delightful.
Yeah, you like a dessert or two as well. Stay inside of the green 6. Well, the older you get, the tougher it is to keep it off, especially sitting back here just talking about pool. Carl and I need to get on a diet. Oh, all right. Too good, Phil.
And Fedor Gorst is having a ball here. A very neat rack. He leads 5-1. 4 more stomach he's got. Win, Hai Dang and Jeremy Carlos Gomez from Venezuela. He's 2-1 up on Yannick Pongas.
All right, the 6 cooperated. Good contact with.
Nicely done. As it was, by the way, for the aforementioned Alex Bausch.
On another match of his here soon. Watch him play. You sure can't tell that he's got a stomach ache.
Most incredible Q Sports story I've ever heard when it comes to illness was Tom Ford, snooker player, got so dehydrated, had to go to hospital. He was due to play Steve Davis that night. He discharged himself.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular there. I wonder if that's on camera. Is that on camera, Phil?
I don't think it was, no, unfortunately. It was on an outside table, and it was before all of the tables on the table on one leg because he got an ankle problem, literally hopping around the table and winning a match in a world ranking snooker event against Les Dodd. As I say, on one leg. So that was some going.
And Gorst, some going here. 6-1 now.
He might not be. It's for this event. And bear in mind, this is day one. It's great to see, and it shows that pool in the States is alive and kicking. Gorst.
What a great look. Just a little thin. So when you have to jump the ball that high, right, he had to get over 2 balls. The bat swipe at the cue ball and catch the 3 a little bit thin. In Fedor's defense, I think that's what happened.
Well, if he clears up here, this rack will be over. Raulito, as they call him.
Yeah, he's got to avoid the 6 here. Yeah, nicely done. Stayed well below it. Got to be able to collect yourself. Yeah, body movement. Yeah, you see it there again. There's a player up in New York. He's also a Gomez, Rayito Gomez, who also carries a lot of body English but gets the job done.
At the end of this rack, I want to ask you a question, Scott. And the end is nigh. Unusually for Fedor Gorst, the jump shot did not work, and X2. So over the course of your lengthy association with the game.
Well played, well played. Actually was a really good friend of mine, the Mexican jumping bean, like you said, Phil. He played all games very well. 3-cushion player, 10-foot snooker player. We had 10-footers in the Diaz. Oh, that's a good sign there, right?
Have dissipated, and he's starting to find his feet a little. Oh, and then
a lot quicker than what I expected. I don't even know where he was trying to go with the cue ball. Obviously, to the left side of the table. If I could give him a heat of advice, it would just be to slow it down just a touch, right? Give yourself another, literally a second. When he makes that odd mistake, it's when he's just a second too quick.
yeah, no one wants to be a party pooper and ring out all of the. Scratching against Fedor Gorst is never a recommended activity. Lee, when he knocked in the 2 and went in off. Gorst now 7-2 in front.
And that break is just the upper right here. He's actually got an chance. He's going to have a look at the pink 4 regardless, I think. Man, I think he's all right. I think he can get to the left side of the cue ball. I think he is buckling down. He wants to get out of here. One is going on the break shot. They make the adjustments needed, whether to catch the one thicker or thinner.
That's why he's captured so many titles at a still very tender age. He's from Moscow in Russia before moving here and representing the United States. But just fell in love with the game and was determined not just to enjoy the game, but to rule it. And he's certainly ruling this match. 6-up with a possible 7 to play on the hill. Fedor Gorst at 8. Elevated our table. And you can see all of the tables and you can see all of the people in. And it's a goodly number.
What's the 2 do here? Oh, it's going to dress up. It is going to dress
on together a little, but he will settle for his break off every time.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought he would try to get. Yeah, can he avoid the 7 here? Oh, he was trying to make the 7, overcut the 4 so he can have position on the 4 to the lower left corner.
I'll tell you what, that cue ball, had it travelled another half an inch, might have the 5 going to the centre. But that was a poor one.
Yeah, watch the hit here, Phil. He's got it down. I get the feeling we're going to see more of Jose Ramon Diaz, Rayito as they call him. Pretty tough draw in the first round.
There's no doubt he's got a good potting eye. 8-3 the score, so Gorst held up and he's...
Yeah, a little heavy there. One getting past the...
Well, that was typical Gorst.
That's not a traditional safety that he just played there with the low outside ball that trickle behind the 8. Look at this. It was good, then it was bad, then it was...
World Championship. So often players look ungainly with this, and that was a prime example.
Yeah, he chose the defensive route. Can't really... Yeah, where do you go here? Do you come behind the 8? Do you try and edge the left side of the 3? Got to be accurate here. You're coming behind the 8. Gosh, Phil just touched on how good he is with the barrel using that low outside, which is so good. Well, look at this. Top rope kick, jump. Yeah, just didn't feel like there was a real bright future there with where the 5.
Well, there's only one word.
Attention. All right, needs a favorable flick here. I don't know if it has the pace.
Close together. No infraction.
I think it was possible to get there without moving one of the 2 balls, being the 5 or the 6, but he did.
He's suffering from stomach issues. Fedor Gorst through without breaking too much sweat. He trebles up on Jose Ramon Diaz, winning by 9 racks to 3. He now has time.